We're live here at the station of decapitation without your head. I'm Nasty Neal.
I'm Tara Hutchison.
We're joined by Brooke H. Cellars, director of The Cramps, a period piece. It's very good to have you here.
Hello, great to be here.
Yes. So, for people not aware yet, can you give them an idea of what the movie's about?
Okay, I'll try this one out. Cramps is it's a period piece about periods, and it's basically a young girl who is dealing with these monstrous period cramps, and she's trying to kind of live her life and figure out who she is in the midst of all this, surreal, nightmarish, blood and glitter, crazy, surreal chaos around her. And she's kind of dealing with that and trying to navigate her way from her traditional family's very conservative and very with the rules, to going to this new kind of world where she's more accepted and it's kind of where she wants to be. And it's but her family considers that sinful, or these kind of girls who don't care about themselves because they work in a beauty shop. How crazy is that? So it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, and So Tara and I saw it when it was playing maybe Fantasia, and we were going to have you on, and something happened when to get you on. But I got to see it at Buff, and both times I had a great time. But watching with an audience is a really awesome experience. The interaction with everyone was laughing at the right spots, and on the big screen and everything. It was a great experience to see it with people.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the best way to see most movies, I think. But this one, it really added a lot to the movie. So when I heard you do the Q&A at Buff, you said, this was inspired by some personal experiences.
Yeah. So when I started making movies, when I finally I didn't start making movies till I was, about 37. I'm 45 now. It was something that I always wanted to do in my life. And I really didn't get to, live really a full life because of dealing with endometriosis, which I didn't even know that I had until I think I got diagnosed at 34, 35, but I had been having it since, I started my first period, but nobody would help me. Nobody would listen to me, not even my mom or my parents, or even all the doctors that I went to. And I really didn't get to go to a doctor because I came from a very conservative, traditional Catholic family, and my mom never took me to the lady doctor, the gynecologist, which I still today don't know why. So it wasn't until my 20s that my friend took me, and I went to doctor after doctor after doctor. And I was going through all this pain all the time. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to have a job outside of waitressing, because I was a waitress for 20 years, because that was, the most flexible job where I could call into work or somebody pick up my shift if I had, these horrible pains. And doctor after doctor, they just kept putting me on birth control and stuff. And it was there's something eating me alive inside. There's this monster inside me, and nobody is believing me or seeing me or hearing me. Not even doctors looking inside of me. You don't see it? It's there, And so I tried to make Cramps feel like the surrealism that I was going through in dealing with having endometriosis, because it felt like a monster was inside of my body that nobody saw or felt but me. So it's that invisible kind of disease or whatever. So yes.
Terrible. That's terrible. You've had to go through that.
Keep going.
Oh, sorry. But now I have a story to tell. So
well, that's a bright side. It inspired the movie, but I had actually not heard of that disease before you mentioned it at the Q&A.
I think that's a big thing that not even just the men, but women. I had never even heard of that ever, until I was going through the process of getting diagnosed. Never even heard of anything similar. And I think it's because it's kind of like this embarrassing, shameful thing that women can't talk about with anybody. And not really sure why that is, but it's just, this shame that we feel about, like it's gross or something, or it's unnatural or it's sinful and this and that. And I think that's a lot of people who are going through that aren't going to say anything, and they're going to suffer in silence. And like, I saw firsthand what that leads to. It doesn't lead to anything good. And it just, you kind of like, nobody's going to say anything for you, but you don't feel comfortable saying anything out loud. So you just like stay in pain, and, you just kind of you kind of accept your fate. And that's exactly what I did. I accepted my fate. I was never going to go to college. I was never going to have a job outside of these, trying to either become a waitress or try to like become an artist, where nobody wanted to buy my fucking art shit that I was making like in my 30s. It was but like that's what I kind of wanted to do, because I knew I wasn't going to do anything that was like full time, where I didn't have control, because I felt like I didn't have control over my own body. So I didn't know what was going to happen. And it was just kind of like, well, I guess this is it. I'm going to drink a lot of alcohol because it kind of, numbs the pain, and because nothing else is working. And I'm just going to wait tables and just, be chaotic and, have no responsibilities, because this is it. This is my life. And that's where it was going. So like before I, decided to try to do something about it and go to another doctor, and just kind of figure it out for myself and try to find somebody that's going to help me and not be quiet about it anymore. It was just like, it caused me to be more outspoken, because I was the shyest, most quiet girl in the entire world for most of my life. And now it's really, I love talking about things, because I feel like more people should be able to speak about what's going on and not be in pain and not be ashamed of, something different or something not normal, weird, or whatever happening to them. So it's a very important movie that I got to make for my first feature film. It was on the very first film that I made, like a student film. The image that I wanted to do next was I wanted to make a period movie, because of I was still going through it. And the first image that came to mind made it to the final cut, which was Agnes's tampon with the green stuff on it. That was my first image. That's how that's where it started. That's where it manifested, from that image. So, and I can't believe it made it to the final cut today.
It's like, again, I don't know a lot about this. So, when you get diagnosed with it, like I'm just wondering if you did they give you something so you're not in pain, every month, or?
They tried that, but they don't. The thing is, doctors don't really know. Not a lot of doctors know about this still to this day. They don't do enough research on women's bodies. Yeah, they don't do enough research on bodies in general, but definitely not women's bodies. And so it was hard to find someone that actually knew about this. And she was like more of an expert in this very kind of study of endometriosis. She did a lot of surgeries for it, so she was more like she worked more in it. She had more experience, rather than the other doctors. They're just kind of, they always use birth control as a cure-all. Like, oh, you have this, birth control, you have cramps, birth control, you have diabetes, birth control. It's kind of like, it's supposed to cure everything when you go to. So I was on all the birth controls, IUD, like everything, until, but the thing is, they didn't realize how bad it was, because they just tried to keep it suppressed with birth control. They thought that's what was going to help, because they didn't really know either. And so my doctor, the last one that I went to, the one who did all the surgeries, which she primarily does now. I can't even get a yearly with her because she wants to do these surgeries to help other women. So I went in and she was like, she checked me very thoroughly. And so she said, I need a hysterectomy, like really badly. And she was going to keep one of my ovaries so I wouldn't have to be put on estrogen or anything like that. I was about 39 or 40 when I had my surgery. And when I got out of surgery, she said, sorry, not only did we not be able to keep one of your ovaries, we had to take everything out, including your appendix, because the Cramps monster crawled over and I was having appendicitis and I had no idea because the pain was similar. Like I was just so used to that pain that I had no idea that I was having endometriosis and appendicitis. So they just kind of scooped me all out, and that was fun.
That's a pretty intense surgery, huh?
Oh yeah, and not only that, my doctor, I think like something happened where they didn't get me on the estrogen right away. So like not only was I healing from that surgery, but I was going through menopause for a couple of days, which was terrifying.
Wow, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was no fun at all. But I got through that, and it's been 4 years, and I feel so much better, and I'm so thankful for that hysterectomy. Like that changed my life.
Really?
Intensely. Like just,
stuff? Like,
oh yeah, like yes, I don't have any more pain. I feel so much better. It did take me a while to get used to the hormone, but which was so weird. It was definitely a trip. But looking back on it, it's like I feel so much better. I feel healthier, and I can like do whatever I want. Like I'm never worried about being in pain. And that's why I'm like I get to live my dream making movies. I always wanted to do that, and I didn't think I would be able to do any of this. So I'm so like I made a few short films, but I really wanted to make a feature just because I never thought I would have this opportunity. So I was just like, let's fucking make a feature, like not wait for the money, not wait for the nice camera, not wait for the perfect crew or the A-list celebrity being in my movie. No, I would just want to make a movie because it's fun. Like, and that's how like I love to do is just, that's how I made my first short film. I just got like my husband and his two sisters, and I made them spaghetti in my house, and I was like, let's just shoot this thing. And it was a blast. And I want to go back to like just doing it that way. We shot this film in 8 hours, and it was called The Chills. So close to Cramps. But it was like a movie I wrote in school, my first screenplay with like little dialogue. It was just some dialogue on the radio. And like it went to win like best screenplay at Houston Horror Fest. And that was really cool. I think that was the first moment I was like, wow, this is really crazy. Like somebody likes my stuff. That feels very surreal. And it was just like I waited so long for something like that to happen that I wanted to just start doing it more and more and more all the time. Like just make movies for the rest of my life. And it's wonderful. Like I'm so like grateful to be able to do this and like with cool people too.
So it's interesting because I love the Cramps, and when I was just looking up on your IMDb, I didn't realize you made Violent Butterfly, which I saw at several festivals. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that makes sense," because it a very similar look. And so I didn't know that at the time, but I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah, and Martini's in it too. And
yeah,
Violet,
I think that's actually I found it. I saw it on her IMDb actually.
Violet Butterfield, Makeup Artist for the Dead, was probably like the first short we got to shoot on a 16 millimeter, which my DP convinced me, and I was kind of fearful to direct on film because I had never done it. And I really didn't know what was going to go into it, and it was very different. And not only, I mean, like how it looks, like film is just like, as my DP would say, film doesn't lie. So it just picks up everything. And that's why I like to make all my costumes, makeup, production design, pop. It's very I I do everything with intent. Like everything is on set for a purpose. Every costume is just like put together for the character, colors, like everything. Oh gosh, it's when I was a teenager, I was I came from a very small town, and I always wanted to dress like, just put on weird outfits and stuff like that, and I was always made fun of and always bullied, but I love doing that. I love putting outfits together, and I wanted to go to school for fashion design when I was a kid, but like of course my parents wouldn't let me. They just would. They had like this hold on me, and I kind of talk about more of my family in Violet Butterfield, which was Butterfield. I know I go off in tangents. That's my
You'll fit
ADHD
right
brain.
in here, so it's fine. Yeah.
But that was the first film that I was like, I told something like very true, and like I kind of talked about like, you know, my family and stuff like that, and kind of like how I view the world a little bit, and a little bit what I was going through. In Violet Butterfield is, you know, the message is, you know, don't wait to be who you are until after you're dead. And like, it's this world where everybody dies and they get to be who they want to be. And Violet Butterfield is like, you know, they're a cool, groovy aunt that, you know, tells them it's okay, you know, to be who you are, because, you know, it doesn't matter. Like you be you.
Yeah. Tara, you'd love it, because Tara's also big into fashion, and the whole thing I think she would really be into.
I am. Not that I am very fashionable, but I like, you know.
You look very fashionable from where I'm sitting.
But I'm better at, you know, like styling other people than myself, you know. But I really liked the aesthetic of your film. It felt very, just very pleasing to the eye.
Thank
You know, like the color schemes, like every character had their own palette, and the hair, the makeup, like, oh, my favorite styling was the villains from the opposing salon. Like, they were hilarious. They just like, their styling just was so good because I hated them so much.
But they're fabulous.
They're not real. Like, they're not real, you know, they're characters, but I hate them so bad.
And they're such nice people. They play great villains. Like Vincent is so fine. He's such a kind-hearted person, but he can play an asshole like really well. Like he was really good at it. Sylvia too. Sylvia is such a sweet, hilarious person. I loved working with both of them, and they were fantastic villains. Like very much so.
Yeah. How about casting the lead, Lauren Kitchen? Because I see this as her first, at least her first role she has on IMDb. Oh wow! So, how did you find her?
Through auditions. Actually, I'm so proud of Miss Kitchen. Like, she awesome, is definitely little me. She is 20 years younger me. Like, and it's funny because we're both born in March, and we're exactly 20 years apart. And the reason why I cast her, we did, like, this was the first time we did in-person auditions, because like I was saying before, like when I started making movies, I was like basically right before the pandemic, and so we did a lot of online stuff and online auditions. And this is the first time I got to do in person, which was so much fun. And Lauren knew, who did she? I think she knew Martini and Jude, Pussy Delish, who plays Clydia Blackbush. And she does theater down here. So she had experience in theater. And so when she came audition, I remembered her. I was actually going to cast another person, but something happened with that person, and they weren't able to make the callbacks or anything. So it was disappointing, but I had Lauren on my callback. And when we had like a phone, it was a video callback. And I kind of talked to her about, like, you know, what the character meant to me, what the mother character meant to the character why I wrote them and everything. And then she told me a story back, kind of what was similar. And she understood, like, she had gone through something similar. And so she understood the character. And I knew immediately right then that it was her. Like, she understood, like, the character. And mostly she's playing herself. Like, that's Lauren. Lauren is such a sweet person. She's such a quirky, like, you know, just like she was me at that age, like just unsure, but just and very, but she's very much. I was more brooding back then and dark, and she's sunshine. Like she is a joy to be around. So like sometimes when there's a part in the movie where she trips up the lines, that's actually her, talking. That's how she talks. It's adorable, and she did such a good job. She was the one person that was there besides my DP and the producers that was there every single day of the shoot. Like she was there. She was ready. She took direction so well. She just got better and better. Like we shot for 15 days and every day she just got better and better and just like wanted to do more and wanted to try more and was just so calm and just like wanted to be the best she could. And like I was so proud of her. Like, and I hope she does more. She'll be doing more with me, of course, but like I loved working with her, and it's just I really enjoy working with people like that want it, like that want to be there, that want to be like act and be part of the movies and be part of the art, and like she does. I know she does. Like I can see it.
Well, it definitely comes through with her performance. Looked like she was really into it. So
she was very
super likable. Yeah.
I was always rooting for her. I'm like, come on, you can do it. Like, oh, like just rooting for her so hard. Like,
I do that for her in real life too. You can do it in the kitchen.
You can do it.
So, you mentioned shooting on film. You shot this on film too, right? The Cramps.
Yes, we shot this on 35.
Okay, so 16 for Violet.
For Violet.
Yeah, but what are the pluses and minuses of shooting on film?
So definitely the minuses started even though we shot Violet on 16, since this was a feature, like me and Levi, my DP, we're shooting on film because it was very similar to the aesthetic of Violet Butterfield. It had to be shot on film. Like it just had to. We had to have like that visual. And also I really enjoyed directing on film and I wanted to do that on a larger scale. So that was just done. We brought some new producers on that they had worked for me before, but like on some short films, but they were very unsure, and we got a lot of pushback when we were dealing with what do you call we had producers that like were giving us advice and stuff like that. They weren't actually working on the set, but they gave us a lot of advice because this was our first feature that we were producing, and everybody else was very nervous about shooting on film, even though we did it before. And people that were like giving us advice, they all told us no. They said, number one thing, do not shoot on film. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Till they were blue in the face. And I was like, we're going to do it. You're not going to change my mind. Excuse me.
For you.
But, so we got a lot of pushback from the beginning and all the way through pre-production. It's just, and especially a lot of people that were just coming on board and had never worked with us before. They were, nervous too, but I wasn't, Levi wasn't. And we just have a very good partnership, like director, cinematographer. I trust him. He trusts me. I hope he trusts me. Levi, do you trust me? But like, so Violet Butterfield, we didn't have a monitor to look at that I was so used to. And I usually get fussed at by my AD to go look at the monitor because I don't want to. I really like being with the actors and like being more intimate with like my directing, and I get to do that on shooting film. So I really liked that kind of factor that I don't have to look at it digitally. I can like trust my DP. He's going to look through the camera. It looks good. Great. Awesome. Got it. So this one we did have a monitor, even though we were shooting on film. Levi hooked up a monitor that you could see the camera and everything, and I still got fussed at to go look at the monitor because I didn't want to. But I really enjoyed the shooting still, like because we shoot it like a play. We rehearse, shoot. And even if we're shooting on digital, I am not the director that's going to get 10 takes. I don't care about perfection. I care about the performance, the story, and everything. Perfection is not my bag. So if we don't get it in 3, then we don't. But we are going to get it usually in 1 or 2 takes, because the actors that I cast, like, they're right for the part. They know what they're doing. They're fabulous, and they don't even have to try that hard. So it's just, there's such a level of trust, and that, kind of brings a bond in the filmmaking element overall. And I love that. Like, if I shoot on digital and be very sad, I will, because film costs money too, to get it developed. So that's a minus. You have to. We shot on expired film, so we got expired film, but the scanning and developing, and somebody had to drive it every week to Atlanta to get it developed. So because we didn't want to put it in the airport in case it got scanned, it would be ruined. Like, it would be done. So that's another minus. You can lose your film. It's a physical thing that could get destroyed, and it's gone before you get to scan and develop it. Gone.
Does the expired film, does that affect it at all?
I think it affects, like, the look a little bit. That's definitely a Levi question for sure. Okay. He knows film in and out, and that's why, like, I always trust him with this process, because he's very he's very, very knowledgeable and very experienced in shooting on film.
So, I was in a movie that was shot on 16 millimeter, and when I didn't think too much of it till I was there, and then I saw the film, and I was like, oh, I have to make sure, like, I get all my lines right, because but I think after we started, though, I actually think it was a plus, because then everyone was prepared, instead of like, oh, we can just keep taking shot after shot. It doesn't really matter. So there's, like you said, there's obviously minuses and stuff, but I think some of the stuff that I thought would be a minus, actually, I think it was a plus, because it made everyone, like, prepared, not nervous prepared, but like, let's do our best job each take.
I think it makes people more present, like, also, like, as well as prepared. I think they're present, and that they don't have that safety net. So I think it's, like, in the back of their head, like, I have to do this. Like, I can't fall back. I can't just, like, depend on other things, because it's me. It's like, I have to do this. So I have to depend on myself, and I have to do it. I have to make sure I'm prepared.
Mm-hmm. And it does look amazing. There's no comparison.
It's a visual difference. It's one of the things I like about the Cramps is, because it was shot on film, that it looks so good. Like, it just looks good. Film, of course, we can't always, like, do it every time, right? But it does, like, film just looks like a movie. It just looks like a different world. And it just looks so, I don't even know the words to put to it. It just looks so dreamy. Like, you feel like you really are watching, like, a fiction. And a lot of stuff now, it's like, oh, I'm just watching someone on their cell phone. It's like,
I'm watching some content.
I'm watching content.
I hate that word, but yeah.
Like, film has, like, definitely, like, a different lens that you're looking through that definitely feels a little more magical or surreal.
How does it affect when you're doing effects? Like, did you do all the effects, like, in camera?
No. So, like, when I edit it, so when we get it scanned and developed, they send me the proxy files, and I edit it just like a digital film. So I'll edit it in Premiere, and, like, it's exactly like editing a digital film. It's just
cool.
The way it's shot is differently. So I can do, I didn't want to do a lot of visual effects. Like, I wanted it to be almost all practical. There's, like, one kind of visual effect, and then like that's the arm at the end, because I wanted to add a little very primal visual effects, but, like, visual effects. And there's this one that I did that I wanted it to be kind of a visual effect, but in the vein of it could be camera in camera almost, and it's the when Falcon's smoking the cigarette. That's actually me smoking a cigarette outside in the dark, and I kind of like layered that over his cigarette. So it's like a real cigarette, but I'm smoking it. And that was a fun story when I was trying to teach him how to smoke a cigarette. But like he couldn't do it, so it shows on screen. I kind of like that. It looks like he doesn't know what he's doing because he's that guy.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out. And then I was like, do it like this, man. I have pictures of me like teaching these kids how to smoke a cigarette.
It was valuable lessons.
So fun. It is.
That's funny.
I told one of my friends, he did like a video and he was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, I love how you can kind of tell if somebody smoked a cigarette before and somebody hasn't smoked a cigarette before. And he was like, well, what is your take? And I was like, you smoked a cigarette before. He's like, yeah. It's like an obvious thing to me. Maybe because I'm a smoker, kind of, but sometimes still. But it's just something that you see that like on modern movies, because like less people smoke today, which is good. It's good, kids, do not smoke. But like it's just it's just something that I noticed, being like a very observant person, I guess. Like I look at all the details and I noticed like those kind of little things that maybe people just don't care about either. But it takes me out. Like it's some things like that takes, like I was watching a movie and it was supposed to be set in the 1970s in a bar. I was like, great, where's the smoke? Like every person in this bar should be smoking in the 70s. There is not one person. Took me out. It takes me out of the world like that. And I'm sorry I'm talking a lot about smoking. That's just
no, I mean I grew up in the 80s. I just turned 50, but I mean everyone smoked in the 80s at every restaurant and in a bar, and it wasn't until fairly well, I guess not I in my mind it's so modern, but when like it was no smoking in restaurants.
Oh yeah, I was waiting tables since 97 or 98, and I was like working at places like TGI Fridays and stuff in the mall, and they had the smoking sections and stuff like that, and you would go take your smoke breaks in the back behind the dishwasher. And I want to write a movie about that one day. And that's how I made friends.
Cool.
I made friends because I smoked a cigarette, you smoke a cigarette, so we already have something in common. We're both trashy people, so we can like be comfortable around each other and stink together. So but it makes people like more comfortable. That's how I remember, because as I was saying, like I was very shy and awkward and couldn't make friends, but I smoked. So that's how I made friends, actually, like in late 90s, early 2000s, which is I always talk to my DP about that.
I've heard that before from people who smoke back then, like not even back then, people like,
we've been at a smoking section in our high school. We had the smoking pit. You could go smoke.
Wow, definitely didn't have that.
But I've heard that where people talk about how you meet people, you know, like when you're out there together, and like, obviously it's not good for you, but a lot of people, especially even in the 90s and early 2000s, people were so judgmental. You know, they walk by and like say a comment to you, or they're like, "Oh, you smoke? I'll never date you." People be very judgmental. So you have like this community of people that are like, well, I guess we have this in common. Like we both have this thing, and we're out here together, and you can just talk. You know, it's like. So
when I started doing conventions, before I started doing film festivals, I would travel with my brother's a big smoker, and I met I was a different crowd outside smoking. A lot of the celebrities were outside, and that's how I became friends with them, because I'd be outside. And then I've admitted this since, but I started to bring a pipe, and I didn't really, I pretend it was tobacco, but it was this mint thing that I would buy, and I would stuff it in there. So I was just faking it to hang out with the smokers. Yeah. I mean, it was really smoking, but it wasn't tobacco. It was like this like healthy mint thing that you would put in like a pipe.
All right.
But it was definitely like it was a different group of people. Some of the actors would be out smoking, and you'd meet. It was just different people. You know, the cooler crowd was out there.
The cool kids.
The rebellious ones that are like fuck society and like, you know, or just like I don't care, you know.
Oh yeah, I have a picture of me probably in 11th grade, and that's when I got expelled from Christian school, and then my mom put me in public school, and this is before like Louisiana had to wear uniforms. You could see like me and my rebellious friends didn't want to do gym class, so we're like out in the back of the gym like smoking cigarettes. I have a picture of that somewhere.
I feel like you could make a movie about that. Like that's cool.
I will. I would love to make a movie about my 90s, like how we were, me and my friend, like we've been friends. We both went to the same Christian school. That's why I went there because our parents were friends and she went there. And so like they wanted us to be put in private school. And so I went there and they immediately regretted it because it was just our parents were like Catholic, but this school was like something, I don't even remember, but they were crazy. And so I got expelled for writing in a note that the principal was the devil. I mean, which was true, but like, okay, cool. But so yeah, me and my friend are still, we live like a block from each other, just so happened to. We've been friends for 30 years and we always talk about like our crazy high school life, and we could like definitely tell stories and write a movie about just what we did in this small town to like entertain ourselves.
Oh my god, I bet the styling would be so good too and so accurate.
I still have some of the clothes from the 90s. Like I still have some t-shirts and stuff that I have.
That'd be so cool. Please.
One of my friends tells me I dress like, because I actually have one on now. I wear these long sleeve like flannel undershirts, and then I usually have a t-shirt over it, which I guess is very 90s. But I don't care; it's comfortable. So,
it is. I still do it too. It's very comfortable and stylish.
See, I was a kid in the 90s, but I was not fashionable at all. At all. Like I wore just baggy sweaters and jean shorts, but the ones that went down to the knees, and I had bangs like this. And I was just like dirty, and I'm just like, okay, like, I was not fashionable at all.
I had a picture of my hair somewhere like this. I have this like you can kind of see my hair. It's like blonde and pink spikes.
Oh yeah, that looks like an album cover.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Okay, that looks so good. That looks cool.
I did a lot of shit to my hair. I still do.
I was in chess club, so I was definitely very cool. But
my brother probably would have done that. My brother liked to play chess. One of them. I had three. I was a little child of 5. I had a lot of brothers.
It is interesting now though, because like when I grew up in the 80s, like I played Dungeons and Dragons, and I watched. I love like the movie The Stuff and Basket Case.
Yeah.
And now like it is cool to actually like that kind of stuff now, but it wasn't at the time.
It wasn't. It was weird. You were weird if you watched horror. You were like, ugh, you watched horror, freak. Mm-hmm. Like I like it, and it was hard to find. It really was. I'd either rent it at the video shop, or I'd borrow it from a friend that recorded it on the TV or something.
Yeah, it was bootlegs, and you'd get like 3rd or 4th, 5th generation. They'd keep getting worse, and some stuff was hard to get. Like The Burning was really hard one when I was a kid. Like it's been released since, but now you can pretty much just go stream any movie that's ever been made. But at the time it was hard to get, and forget like getting like cool T-shirts with any kind of horror movie on them. It is weird even still to me. Like you go to Walmart, and they'll be like horror movie T-shirts,
So they're so spoiled now, huh? Like to be able to that's that.
Or like when The Walking Dead was big, there was like lunch boxes and kid stuff with zombies on it. I'm like, what the hell? Like
we had to try.
Like anime was so like they didn't have a lot of English dubs, so you had to watch it, with the subtitles. And I used to like sneak in the janitor closet with my friend at lunch in like 8th grade and draw like Sailor Moon art, And like, I don't think people realized how kind of raunchy Sailor Moon was. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but like, it's like.
Seen a few episodes. My friend used to watch that.
Yeah, so just different times, huh?
Oh yeah.
Does Nasty Deal do 420? Well, I did at Buff actually, but
that's a random question.
Yeah, I won't say his name, but I made the mistake. There's a friend of mine who's there every year, and it's a running joke: never accept edibles from blank blank blank. And I did, and now I know why. It was it was very, very potent, but I had a good time.
Well, Brooke, I would love for you to. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I just personally would love if you made a film about like what we were just talking about, like you as a kid smoking, wearing those uniforms. Like that's cool.
I really want.
It's already cool.
My goal next is to make like a really, really like raw 90s movie, like really feeling 90s. Like I've seen a lot of people like make, movies that were set in the 90s, like modern movies that are set in like I think the closest one was like, what was it, mid 90s? That was pretty good. Like the way they did it. But I felt like they definitely could have captured the 90s feel, not so like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like when they make a 1980s one, like a movie set in the 1980s, it's very novelty. Like it's kind of novelty 80s.
Cube, and
yeah. Just like let's put my hair in a side ponytail.
And everything's
we're in the 80s.
Bright color. Not everything was in the 80s.
Right, exactly. 90s too. Like I've seen some fun ones, but like I really want to capture like really what it was like in the 90s, like very much so. And I feel like I even have this huge box of notes because there were no cell phones. So we passed notes back and forth, through school and stuff like that. So I have a huge box of old letters from the 90s that me and my friends used to write each other. And they're hilarious. There was one that I read, me and my friend were talking about going to the movies, and Pulp Fiction had just come out. And I was very young. I didn't know who Quentin Tarantino was, even though I watched movies all the time. But the thing is, how I describe Pulp Fiction, it has this dude that played in Look Who's Talking. So that's how I knew John Travolta is the dude from Look Who's Talking. I thought that was so funny.
It is, and if for people around at the time, he was kind of a joke at the time, at that point in his career, and that's
I actually knew him first from Look Who's Talking. Before I knew him from Grease or Pulp Fiction, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I watched Grease at the time. I may have. I'm not sure, but like I went straight to Look Who's Talking, so that must have been it. I don't even know if I watched Carrie yet.
I think I saw him in Face Off before I saw Carrie or Grease.
I saw Grease a lot
that movie.
Because this is one of my mom's favorite was Grease. So I saw Grease many times as a kid, and I was a big Nick and Knight fan, so I knew him from Welcome Back, Kotter.
I saw Grease, but it was like on TBS all the time. So it wasn't until I was an adult that I realized Grease was naughty. Like I didn't know Grease was dirty. I was like, this movie is awesome.
Yeah. The one song they used to completely cut out when Grease Lightning, I think.
Yeah.
They would really, they would cut that one, like either just cut it completely out or really cut it down quite a bit.
It's like, what's that, Kanicki? I didn't hear that right. Did you say Pussy Wagon?
It's funny, like teen movies, like
everyone's like 35
are so much more wholesome than Grease, and I'm just like, oh my god, like people have no idea how raunchy things were back in the day. I guess.
Oh yeah.
I kind of feel like stuff has cleaned up more in a way.
It's very tidy, very tidy. Got to bring back the raunchiness.
Yeah, that's why I like to go to festivals. You see a lot of weird movies and and good movies, not just that they're weird.
Weird
this year,
good.
Buff was a great lineup. I don't know if you got to see other things while you're there, but it was a really great lineup.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to see the comedies. That comedy block that was hilarious. What? Oh gosh, the one with the chair, like the did you get to see that one? I think it was called Chair. That was funny.
I saw all the blocks, so I must have seen it. Yeah.
It was like this guy gets a chair in the mail and like he's trying to put it together, but he's these demonic notes, instructions how to put it together. I don't know. That was pretty funny.
And what happened?
We can't spoil it.
Yeah.
I like when stuff's spoiled because then I don't stress out.
But a cool thing for anyone who's not gone to festivals, I highly recommend them. And sometimes you'll get to see a feature after that. You'll probably get to see on Shudder or something like that, or maybe it'll get a release at the theater and you can see it. But the shorts, that's your only time you're going to be able to see them on a big screen with an audience.
Mm-hmm.
You might see them on YouTube something, but it's the only time you're going to see them. You're with other people, and there's something cool about watching a bunch of shorts. You're getting to see all these different all these different people's art, and also if it's not good, it's short, and another one will be coming up. But it's I don't know. I really like the shorts blocks, and I think sometimes they're overlooked. But Buff really had a great blocks of shorts.
That's I love going and watch the shorts because you can see like all kind of different styles of films like in just a short amount of time. And I love that. As I run a small film festival in Lafayette because they never had like a horror genre festival around here. They just have Overlook in New Orleans. But I wanted Lafayette to have something, and so like I created my film festival in bringing those kind of movies down here for people to see, because definitely the audience down here needs to see some really cool shit, and so I want to show it to them.
Are you still in Louisiana, Brooke?
Yes, I'm in Lafayette. Been here all my life, but no, Louisiana's great. Lafayette's definitely different from New Orleans. If you ever been to New Orleans, so much is happening in New Orleans. Oh my God, it's a wonderful city. Lafayette is a much smaller city, but like this is where you come to get Cajun authenticity. And like Lafayette is like a larger city from where I am from, which is like at Laurelville in New Iberia. I mean, I grew up in Laurelville, and it's a town. It's a village. It has one stoplight and you can walk everywhere. It's tiny. So all those little, I guess you would call them suburbs, but we call them parishes around Lafayette. And it's like walking into a time machine, like, cause nothing's updated. It's these old towns, like with lots of character. It's really good. Like people should come and shoot stuff down here. There's so much like to see, especially like if you go to these small towns and if you want like, I mean, we have the best food. We really do. We have the best food around. Like
I've never been to Louisiana.
Is it humid right now?
Oh, it's always humid. It stays humid. We are well moisturized down here for sure.
Tara's in Arizona, so it's always very dry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I've said this on the show before, but my mom and my whole mom's side of my family, who I was like raised by, even though we didn't live there, they're all from Louisiana.
Cool. Like, where in Louisiana?
They're from like Baton Rouge and Louisiana.
That's where I was born.
Alexandria.
Alexandria. That's not too far from here.
Yeah, they're all from there. They're all like the Scottish people that moved there from like the late 1700s during like the Jacobite rebellions.
My family is from my dad's side of the family came from Germany, And my grandfather came from Nova Scotia, and he spoke only French. And then like his ancestors came from France, so we were like German, French.
My dad's from Nova Scotia.
Cool. I would like to visit there. That's where most of my family's from.
Brooke, you should go to Cape Breton Island. It's like, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. Like, you just drive along this island cliff, and there's just islands and oceans and trees and like moose and foxes and beavers, and it's like,
I love animals.
I'll describe the beauty of Cape Breton in the summer only. Other than that, it sucks. But I recommend people going there. It's the most beautiful place. It's so clean, and like everyone's so nice and friendly, and
that's awesome.
There, which like their iced coffee is literally crack. Like I got addicted to it.
Oh.
I wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and be all Tim Hortons, and they're all in the coffee, and I'm like, I believe it, because like I've never been so addicted to something in my entire life.
Oh my goodness!
Iced coffee, and I would like.
I would definitely be right there with you.
Yeah,
got it.
I've got my black coffee right here. But.
Like in Quebec, there are little French towns in Nova Scotia, like what you're saying. When you're saying your grandpa was French.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would get in trouble for not speaking English when he came down here. So like, yeah, he spoke only French at first, and he had to learn.
So cool. Sorry, I could talk about this stuff.
No, it's all right. No,
me
it's
too.
Great. Yeah. This was when we were talking about John Travolta, I believe. The first movie I can remember watching was From Dusk Till Dawn. I remember my grandma saying, I would never expect George to be in this kind of movie. George Clooney. Yeah. Because you know, she probably knew, his grandma probably knew George Clooney from ER, and now he's in in a vampire movie.
That's so funny. From Dusk Till Dawn is one of my favorite movies of all time. I remember the first time I watched it on my little TV with the little VCR in it, the little VCR tape.
Oh, yes.
I remember the first time I watched that movie, and I had no idea what was going to happen. I loved Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, and I wanted to watch this movie. My friend recommended it, and I thought it, like, beginning, and I was like, this is awesome, but I didn't know where it was going to go, but it got even better, and I'll never forget, like, the ending. It was just like, and when they pull back, and it's like the tower, and I love that. And actually, like, that, even though it's not directed by Quentin Tarantino, I always say, when somebody asks me what's my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, I'm like, From Dusk Till Dawn. I know it's not directed by.
He wrote it.
He wrote it. But that's some of my favorite dialogue ever. I think that dialogue is fantastic. And George Clooney, that's one of my favorite characters, because it's not George. I've never seen George Clooney like that ever again in another movie. I just love the way he was Seth Gecko, and like he was such a little badass little fucker. I don't know. Like I liked him. I liked him.
And
that
Quentin's good in the movie too.
Yeah, he was definitely creepy.
Yeah, he's cast perfectly. Yeah.
He cast himself perfectly.
Yeah.
That was great. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I saw it at the theater when it came out, and I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know the big turn either. And it is always best when possible. It's really hard nowadays, but to go into a movie without seeing the trailer, because the trailer gives so much away. And that's another thing why I like festivals, because I normally don't know too much about the movies when I go into them, and so you just go for the ride.
When I really want to see a movie that I'm interested in, I'll go in as fresh as possible. I don't want to see anything, the trailer, a still. Like, I'm gonna watch it. Don't sell it to me. Don't tell me anything. I'm going in fresh.
Oh my God, Brooke, I'm the same way. I'm just like, don't tell me how to watch it. I will watch it with my own accord. Like, I will like it how I like it. I don't want anyone to make any preconceived notions. I don't want any reviews. I just want to watch it as me only, like. And there's been so many movies that everyone else just shit on, And I never saw a trailer. I never knew who was in it. And I'm like, okay. And I just watch it. And I'm like, I actually liked it. Like,
yeah, I mean, everyone was hating The Bride, and I was like, I really liked The Bride. But yeah,
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. Like,
I loved him. I'm definitely in the minority, but I liked it a lot.
I mean, you said you liked it. I want to watch it.
The what? Oh, The Bride?
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Good, yeah. I recommend it. Yeah. If you don't like, you could say Nasty Neal's.
What did you like about it, Neal?
Oh well, there's tons of. Well, it's very, very strange. And everyone in. I won't give any spoilers. A lot of great. The cast is great, and I'm a big fan of Frankenstein. Of pretty much every version of Frankenstein, and there's callbacks to many different versions of Frankenstein, even movies you wouldn't expect, and I was a big fan of that. Plus, I don't know. I just thought it was good.
It's really random that Christian Bale plays Frankenstein in it, huh?
Yeah. It's a great cast. Christian Bale and the woman just won the Academy Award.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see her other movie. She won for The Hamnet, but
I mean, she looks super gorgeous in it.
From
what I've seen.
Yeah, because she's got like the blood spatter, like that's part of her lipstick. Throughout the movie.
It looks really fun.
Yeah. And the woman who plays the doctor character is great too. I just thought it was great. It's going to be one of my favorite movies of the year.
Let me know what you think of it, Brooke, if you watch it. I'm curious to see your opinion on it.
Oh, for sure.
I mentioned the stuff earlier, and when I was talking to people about the Cramps, a lot of people were up the blob for the period effects. I actually was thinking the stuff, but do you have any?
You're very good. I will say. They were very accurate. Like, oh, these are very accurate effects.
For sure, the blob, like especially like the 1950s blob. I played that little song at the beginning, "Beware of the blob," like for my crew, because it's so quirky. And like there was at one point at pre-production, I was like, man, I would really love an animation like that for the beginning of the movie. It didn't happen, but like I thought it would be like really cool and have my composer create a song, but it just it didn't go where we thought it was going to go, but like it went where it needed to go. But the blob, the stuff, those were definitely like those practical effects that I really, really wanted, those primal practical effects that they're a little bit cheesy, but they're, and especially like the glitter blood. I put glitter in all of my blood ever since I started making shorts because of The Lost Boys. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I love the blood in that movie because it has this like purpleness to it. And I read I don't know how I found out that they put glitter in their blood. I was like, that's fantastic. I'm going to do that. I love glitter and I love blood. So I always put glitter in my blood, like ever since. And you can see like my short film Pumpkin, which has a lot of, if you like Carrie, that's a really fun one. That was one of my student projects. That was after the chills, and that was right before I graduated college. And that was our capstone project. And I did Pumpkin, about this girl on Halloween goes to see her old friends from high school for Halloween. And, it's very inspired by Carrie. There's this one shot that I love where blood comes out of her nose. You can see the glitter and it like catches the light. I'm like, I love it. I'll always use glitter.
Remake of Carrie. I think it was like
there's like 3 of them, I believe, but yeah.
There's the one. What's her name? With
Chloe something.
Julianne Moore. Yeah, that one. Yeah. The most modern one. Yeah. I watched that one. And they had the one with Angela Bettis, which she's from my favorite movie of all time, May. I love that movie. And then they have Carrie the Rage Part 2, which is fun. Like it's a fun one. I like it. I thought it was like just who's in there? I can't remember her name. She was in some episodes of Desperate Housewives. That's one of my favorite shows.
For some reason,
also, Martini Lizard.
I was to say it was. I don't know if it was it was either 8th grade or 9th grade, and the teachers, we were doing book reports, and it was books that were about like people that were our age, and she gave each person their own book, and she knew I was like the other person liked horror, and she assigned me Carrie, and we had to
Nice.
we actually had to like for the book report like come up with like comparisons to your own, like you find like how this like compares to you or whatever like that. So it was a little weird for a guy to do that for Carrie, but I was happy she gave me that book. I forget her name, but she was a great English teacher.
The teacher. Oh yeah, the English teacher. I was an English teacher
I meant
for a little while.
my actual English teacher who gave it to me. So, but yeah.
Were you really? Did you like being an English
I taught
teacher?
6th grade. It was horrible.
We'll start to bring up such bad memories here.
I taught for 2 years in middle school, and this is right before I shot the Cramp. And then I lost my job because I was still getting my certification, and I just couldn't pass the test. I would get like it costs like $150 every time you take this damn test. And then like I've taken it 5 times, and I get like 2 points from. And it's like I know the content, I know it all. I can't pass this fucking test. This is so stupid. And so like after 2 years of teaching, I mean like so I was teaching. I was doing the teaching job like as a full-time teacher, but you know I didn't have my full certification yet, technically. But I was still doing the job teaching full-time. And then like at the end, the very end, the last day, I get the news is like your job has been terminated because you don't have your certification. And I was like, okay, great, awesome, cool. But then so like I started putting out my resumes anyway to different schools and see if somebody would let me re-enter the certification process. And if I got another job, and so like I got this job at a high school, which was like right across the street from my house. And so they're like, well, if you can pass the test this summer, which I was like studying for it on the set of the Cramps to pass this damn stupid fucking teacher test. And then so like they're like, well, if you we'll hire you if you pass the test, we'll pay you as a as a full-time teacher. If you don't, we're gonna have to pay you as a long-term sub, which is like half the pay. So I didn't pass the test again, and so I started working there. And, doing the job of a teacher, but getting paid crap. And studying for yet another test. And I paid for another test. And right before I took the test, they called me into the office and said, there's a shortage and you've been displaced because somebody else who has their certification is getting your position. And I was like, well, fuck you. I guess I'm not meant to teach. See ya. They're like, you can be a substitute teacher. And I was like, that's crazy. You're talking crazy. Crazy talk.
Have you seen that movie, Weapons?
Yes.
You kind of remind me of the girl from that, who's the teacher.
Oh yeah, okay. The lead.
We used to have the same hair when it was curly.
Yeah, like where you're like interesting. You know.
You should even say you really remind me of the witch in the movie or something. That would be
awesome.
You're like the teacher, like the main character. Like
yeah.
Sometimes I wish I would go to school and all my students would not be there. Almost everything.
It would make this teaching is fine except for all the students.
Teaching is hard.
Students and parents. That's a whole nother monster movie right there. That's great.
That'd be
Martini.
Cool parents like going nuts,
Their kids are never wrong. They're never ever wrong. Even though they are, they're all wrong.
I used to teach Chinese students English online.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I would have to wake up at like 3 a.m. to do it because the time difference, and it was so fun. Like I stopped doing it just because the pay wasn't that great, But
you speak Chinese?
Huh?
Do you speak Chinese?
No, they just were trying to learn English, so like I only spoke English to them. But I would play games with them. where I would I was a terrible teacher, by the way, Brooke. I should not have been teaching. Where I would get bored with the lesson and I would go, and I would just disappear off the camera like this. That's what I do, you know? And then the kid would be like looking around for me, and then I'd be all and jump in and scare him. And then the kids start doing that to me, where I'd be like, trying to teach them a lesson.
They thought this is how you learn English. Yeah.
And they would just like get up and leave. And I'm like, oh, that's rude. Like, you just got up during the lesson. Like, what do I do? And I'm like, okay. And then they would jump in and scare me. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what have I created? You know what I mean? And it was like, we would like fight each other and like do battles. Anyways, I was not a good teacher.
Much better than how I taught.
Yeah.
Goofed off way too much. Like, I could never teach.
Lauren Kitchen is watching us on Instagram. So hello, Lauren. Thank you for watching. Yeah. I just checked the Instagram. She's on the. Yeah, thank you. And she started following.
Not that kind of movie.
Yeah, Lauren, if you ever would like to come on, let me know. Martini Bear is great in the movie, and she will be on the show. What was the decision to have Martini Bear in the movie?
It was always a decision. It was never is she, isn't she, she is. Ever since like I worked with her on Violet Butterfield, I wrote Laverne for her. Like, she was Shirley in Violet Butterfield and she's Laverne in Cramps.
Nice. All right, yeah.
So yeah, she is. I wish they would put more drag queens in movies, not just as, you know, playing drag queens. Right. I would like Martini plays a woman. It's a woman, like kind of like Divine,
exactly.
in John Waters. Yeah. She's a drag queen playing a woman, you know. Mm-hmm. So, and that's I love seeing like Martini. Just she is a character. So like the directing is already done. It's just like let her go. You write lines of dialogue and let her go, and that's it. And she gives like full character all the time, and so much fun. Like, and so fun, like brings not only like brings the character, but like it's so much fun on set. Like, just puts people in a good mood, and it's such a wonderful person to be around, like on set, and just working with them creatively is so cool. And I hope we get to like work together again and develop this world like even further.
Yeah, along those lines, would you do like a sequel, or maybe not like Cramps 2, but like another movie that takes place in this like world?
I do. I want to, like, so I want to do kind of like, since Cramps and Violet Butterfield are kind of like the time period of ambiguous, like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, like that mid-century kind of. I really want to do my next feature, Blood, Guts, and the Sluts. Is kind of like it's kind of like an ambiguous 80s movie, and like I really want to pull together a world that's so like dynamically 1980s, the way it's never done before, and it's like the Sluts are like a rad like hair metal girl band, you know, like I don't want to give things away at all, but like that's who the Sluts are. They're a hair metal band. They're a chick band.
I am into this. Any bands inspirations for that, or just
Vixen.
Kind of what's that?
Vixen.
Okay.
Kind of like Vixen and like you know, Poison and Rat and like bands like that, like the hair.
That's definitely big when I was like 10 or so. Yeah, the hair
yeah. I listened to a lot of those bands. My older sister was into, like, my older sister, she was 7 or 8 years older than me, and she loved horror movies, and she loved, you know, like good music, and so she probably introduced me to, when she used to babysit us. I think I remember the first movies I watched were like A Nightmare on Elm Street movies, because we loved Freddy. We called them the Freddy movies. So we watched the Freddy movies when Shani babysat us. And like she introduced me to like Metallica and bands like that, and then like all that she loved hair metal bands and like Faith No More and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get a lot of stuff from my older sister, and I that's how I kind of remember the 80s. Like she had the big hair. I have pictures. She had a mullet. She was so 80s for sure.
I love the 80s so much. I can't.
Me too. 80s horror is like the best. Like it's so much fun and crazy, and they didn't have any rules or limits in the 80s. They just did whatever the fuck they want.
It's a good time, you know.
Yeah,
my brother's 9 years older, so I watch I watch a lot of stuff that he was into. So I understand. And single mom, so he was very much like my father figures.
Yeah, that was like my older brother and older sister kind of took care of us. Me and my younger brothers. I'm the middle child of 5, and I have an Irish twin. He's like 13 months younger than me, and then one 3 years younger than me. So we're like bam, bam, bam. And then like there's a 7 or 8 age year gap between me and my sister. So it's kind of like we had the older brother and the older sister like always taking care of us while my parents were doing whatever they were doing.
Yeah. My mom is completely different. Tara is similar to you, where I don't believe, Tara, you didn't watch like R-rated movies until you were like 20, right? Yeah. So, and my mom didn't care. So she would take me to the drive-in to see R-rated movies. So, wow. Do you, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but do you have a relationship with your parents today?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, so actually, when I was making Violet Butterfield, I was going through a very big transitional period in my life. I was about to like graduate college finally, like I was 39, and I was writing like right after I graduated, I started writing Violet Butterfield because while I was starting to make movies, I met these people who were like horror fans, and they were like my best friends, and I thought we were going to make movies together. And it turned out they really wanted to keep me under their thumb and tell me like these things that weren't even true, and kind of like almost it felt like they were trying to scare me away of like from growing into like a filmmaker and doing things on my own. So like at that time, I've had the most anxiety I've ever felt in my life, and I felt really shitty about myself, and it was from people all around me, and especially my parents. Like even when I won that award for the Chills, like for my screenplay, my father was like, "Oh, I watched the Chills again. I loved your brother's music in that." I was like, "Thanks, dude." Like like he would never say. And then when I won that award, he was kind of like, well, you should make awards for Dustin and the rest of your team. I was like, okay, like I can do that. But like, you're my dad, and I just want you to be proud of me. Like I'm telling you, I won an award for my script. I'm very proud of it. Like, it was just kind of like that. Like and the funny thing is, like, my father was a writer. He wrote like fun Cajun stories in the 70s and 80s called Crawfish Man. Like he made this Cajun superhero called the Crawfish Man. And like they're like people who grew up around here, like they read all those books. Like it's like children's comic books, like, and it taught you like little French words, like Cajun French words and stuff like that. So as for my father, who was a creative, never really nourished my creativity and was always like wanted me to do business. He wanted me to go to school for business. He wanted me to make money. He wanted me to like take over the family business. And like, I was like, no, I can never see myself doing that. I can barely count money. Like, it's not going to happen. So it's just like, for a long fucking time, I just wanted to make my parents proud. And like, so there's so much pushback in what I wanted to do and what they wanted to do and what other people wanted me to do. And it was just like, I can't, like, my brain's about to fucking explode if I just don't be myself. Like, I was even not dressing like myself. I had let myself go. My fashion was gone. Like I just kind of like gave up, just, not being me anymore. And so I was like, what's the problem? And it's like my environment. So I was like, the hardest thing I ever did was like I broke up with friends that made me feel like shit. I broke up with my parents that made me feel like shit. And then like even my siblings, like that made me feel like shit. Like I didn't want to, but like that's what happened. And I didn't talk to my parents for like 3 years. And I even my elder brother had come to my house to visit me, and we, kind of chatted a little bit, and he said, "You're going to regret it." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. Like, this is the right decision for me. It sucks. Like, you don't understand. Like, this fucking sucks. I don't want to not talk to my parents. I love my parents. They make me feel small. Like, they don't like me. They might love me because I'm their daughter, but they don't like me. They don't like anything I'm doing. Like, this is how it's going to be." It's really, it makes me feel like shit. And I don't want to feel like shit anymore. I want to feel like I want to be myself. So when I was writing Violet Butterfield, it that came out of me, like how, like I felt about my parents and like what I was going through with them. And then in that time, 3 years ago, actually, a couple of days ago, he died, like just dropped dead. Nobody knows why. He just dropped dead. Like my sister-in-law and her kid was talking to him. He was driving his van and he just passed out, like, and he just died, like, and nobody knows why. And then like and I kind of started talking to my mom a little bit after that, because she just lost her husband and everything, but like nothing really ever changed with my mom. I talk to her every now and then. I even like sorry mom, I invited her to my friends and family screening to see the Cramps, and she got really upset. But I was like, Mom, it's the truth. Like that's how I feel. That's what I went through. And she just doesn't get it, I guess. But and then sadly a year later, after my dad died, my sister died too. So it's like
I'm really sorry. I thought maybe that happened from
I wasn't close to my sister. She had a little, kind of mental issues, and she was a great person. She was a sweet person. She never got the help she needed because of how my parents were. They never, like, they were ashamed of things, and they never got her help. They never got me help. Like, it's just it wasn't her fault. And it's just really sad. We just had to distance ourselves from her, but it was just a sad situation. The only person I talked to in my family now is my Irish twin, Blake, because we talk about like how we grew up, and we're just kind of realizing what our family is now. And we thought we were growing up with a normal family, and now we're learning it's far from it, and things were fucked up. So we're just kind of each other's therapists right now in our 40s. It's fun. But I get closer to him, so it's, maybe I'm not closer to my other siblings or my mom, but like I'm so thankful to have my brother, who's the best. He's the bestest.
You've been through a lot in the past couple of years. I'm sorry for that.
Thanks.
So, writing something's like so personal to you. What was that like to write it, and then to film it, edit, then you see it on the big screen? Like, are each part of those like a different feeling? Like, is it harder to write it than it is to watch it, or?
I think it is harder to write it, and also it's hard when one thing that I really love about making these movies, that I speak about true things that happen to me and put them on screen. It's hard when and at the same time I love connecting with people and hearing their stories when they go through something similar, because it's like it's very sad to hear what they went through too. And they're not like if it feels like when they tell me, it feels like they almost haven't told a lot of people. And that's just kind of why I'm making these movies, so people can talk about what they're going through, like, and I'm a stranger. And some of them feel like that it's comfortable to talk to me because I kind of I'm vulnerable first. I open myself up first, and so they're like, okay, well, she can do it, so I can do it too. It's okay. Like I don't want somebody to go through what I went through. That's stupid. Like nobody should go through something like that when there are things around that can help people all around me. I grew up in a big family, and those my family should have helped me, but they didn't. Like my friends, shouldn't have been assholes. And but
It's
it
weird
happened.
It's weird how it's like you look back and you're like, hey, like maybe I wasn't perfect, but I wasn't like a mean or bad person, and like why was I treated that way? And it's not like, oh, poor me being a victim. It's just like analyzing it, and it's just like, because I grew up in a big family too, and it's like, why? Like, why was I just, like you were saying, just kind of left behind, I guess? Like people not showing up to your premieres of your movies. And are you kidding me? You're in like these amazing festivals. You're like making amazing films, and it doesn't matter how amazing you can do. Like if the people you love, like your family, doesn't care, you always carry that, where it's like, I don't care if the president or the Queen of England or whoever, like, the biggest people can tell me I'm good, but like when the people you love the most are just like, meh, you're just like, oh, like that, like you can never get over that, I guess.
It doesn't make you want to do it anymore. It just like it doesn't. It makes you want to give up. And like a lot of times going through this, even like recently, like after making the Cramps, like there are times that I was just like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. It's just like people can make you feel like nothing, and then for like even with my family, even with my friends, even with everybody, I try to make it my fault first. It's like, okay, what did I do? What did I do that made them react that way? Like, why were they like, I guess I don't see it the way other people see it, because even I would have to hate somebody, loathe them, to be mean to somebody, like to be rude, to say hateful things, to hit below the belt, to like say all these things that has been said to me. Like I could never do that to another person, even if I was so mad at them. Like if I loved and cared about this person, there's no fucking way I would ever say like hurtful things to somebody. Like I would have to want to kill them. Yeah, like hate them. Like I hate this person, I don't care about them, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. Like I don't understand that. And like my parents have said that to me, my siblings, my friends, and like I just don't understand how people treat each other. Like I feel like I'm an outsider still, like an alien from another planet, and I don't understand how humans are acting towards each other. Like it's just very fucking weird.
Well, you know why I think? I think it's because you are trying to achieve something more. Like the town you come from, the family you come from, you have like your goals are alien to them and weird to them, and it makes them uncomfortable that you're like going out there and doing all of these things, and so they try to put you down, and it's just like, no, like don't let them. Like you are doing great things, you are using your own experience to make art that inspires people like me. Like I'm inspired by your art. Like don't give up, Brooke. Like, you know what I mean? Like don't let them make you think you're bad. You are not. Like there is a place you belong. You can love your family and still have your family, of course, but like there are misfits where we belong. Like making cool films and just telling our experiences, and you have a unique experience that you're sharing, and that's very brave. And I think you should be really proud of yourself, honestly. And I'm like really speaking from the heart when I say that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I do. I am proud of myself. I am. I think you hit the nail on the head. I am making people uncomfortable. I do make people uncomfortable. I've always made people uncomfortable. And I feel like when I make people uncomfortable, they try to change my behavior to make them feel comfortable instead of just accepting me because I'm not like other people, and understand why it makes them uncomfortable. Like I'm not trying to hurt you by making you uncomfortable. I make you uncomfortable because of the way, like something about me makes you uncomfortable. Like ask yourself why it's uncomfortable. Like, and that's the problem. I think that's the problem. because these things that are, I'm not even being like mean or evil or like dirty or like hateful or any way, but like I'm making you uncomfortable because we've been so shameful of things that when somebody speaks about it, it's going to make you uncomfortable, and that's good. You should be uncomfortable, and then ask yourself why it makes you uncomfortable. Like, should this make you uncomfortable? It probably should. Like, you should be okay with
Only fair to the world, you know? And if they don't like what they see, that's their problem.
it. It really is.
Like, honestly, I'm just showing you exist. How dare you? Okay, that's your problem. Like,
you can do this and this if you want to. Like, nobody's
Yeah.
stopping you.
if you want to run away, go ahead, but you can't deny that these things exist. Like,
Exactly.
You know, you said you always wanted to make movies, and you start making, short films. How important were the festivals to you continuing and like and going on to make a feature film?
Festival wise, I guess when I started making movies, I didn't even know festivals really existed in that sense. Like, I started learning about festivals after like I made short films and people were like, okay, you need to start submitting it to film festivals. Like, I had been to maybe one film festival before down here, and it was very like small in Lafayette. And so like just I was learning about film festivals, and even like oh gosh, I learned so many things not knowing what to do at all, what film festivals to submit to. Like, just started submitting to whatever, because genre wasn't in my mind. Like, it just, and I didn't realize there were so many scams and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like film festivals are just
yeah.
I try to tell people find some people who have experience with film festivals before you get involved, because they'll tell you which ones are legit. Not even just like the biggest festival.
Mhm.
Ones that they actually play the movie. And the people are there, because there are some out there. They'll take your money, maybe they'll send you some laurels or something, but they don't even actually play the movie, or they play it on like a Zoom meeting or something like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a friend who submitted a movie, and it literally was like 6 people on a Zoom call watching it.
Oh my God. One of the first festivals I submitted the chills to, I didn't get to go because it was like in South Texas or something like that. And so like I didn't get to go, but I communicated with them. Or I wish I could, because I was thinking about this festival the other day and I wanted to go find it, but it's not there on Film Freeway anymore. They deleted it. But I saw a picture and I read in a review that somebody actually went, and they said there were like 5 or 6 people in a room. Most of them were the film festival like owners, and they screened the movies on a bed sheet. I wanted to find that so badly. But yeah, I submitted to that one. It was called like Spook Fest. That's what it was called. It was called Spook
Got
Fest.
a cool name.
I know. Oh, damn.
It's kind of funny.
But yeah, yeah. I encountered some of those. Yeah,
Because
I
for
learned
people who
how to
don't know,
do
they're
things
not.
just jumping in.
Yeah, for people who don't know, you also, the majority of them you have to pay money to submit too. So it's not like
True.
you submit it for free or whatever, and however they show it, then really, I guess it doesn't, unless you're traveling there. But if you're paying money to submit to something, you don't want it. You want it to actually show somewhere.
Right. Oh yeah. Film festival submissions will take up so much money. So much.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
well, you're killing it though.
The majority of them don't get into. Like, I mean, we submit to maybe like 50, might get only in 10 or something like that if we're lucky. So gotta throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks.
Have you ended up like working with any people you met at film festivals?
Oh, absolutely. So okay, the first film festival, like legitimate film festival, going back to the Chills. I love that movie. You should watch the Chills. It's really fun.
Yeah, I would like to actually watch all your shorts. Are most of them online or?
All of them are online.
Okay.
Violet Butterfield's on Alter, and then the rest of them are on my YouTube page, Warped Witch Cinema.
Okay.
So you can watch all my my short film, student film, Ivy, the first thing I ever did. It's cute though. I like it.
Let's see it though.
It's very cute. Where was I going?
Working with people that you met at film festivals.
Oh yes.
So Renegade Fest used to be called Women in Horror. So
yeah, I've been to Renegade. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like that was the first one I went to, and the first time I flew on a plane by myself. So cool. That was like one of the film festivals. I had never really heard of any of these film festivals, but Women in Horror was like, I want to get into this film festival. It's Women in Horror. Like that sounds like a festival that would like my film would belong in. And so I didn't expect to get in. So when I did, I was floored and I was like, I gotta go. Nobody could come with me. Nobody could come. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going. And so I went by myself and I didn't know anybody. And like, I went and, for my short film, it played on, I think that Thursday night with the student film. And like, I met this girl named Gwen who, she's not a filmmaker, but like she loves films. And like, I've seen her every time I go to Atlanta. And, but I met, Rick Sarah, who's on, who actually, ended up doing a movie with me. So I met Rick outside smoking a cigarette. So that's how I met. So I was nervous being by myself at a film festival. I didn't know anybody. And so I went outside to smoke a cigarette. I met two people and one of them was Rick. And like, so we started talking and he's like, I really liked your film and this and that. And he's like, you got to come to the after party at the hotel. It's like, I'm staying at that hotel. So I didn't know if I was going to go because I felt really awkward, but I went anyway. I saw Gwen and then like I saw Rick. He introduced me to, oh gosh, what's his name? Dang it. He's going to kill me. Adam Marcus, director of Menstrual.
Yeah, I'm a friend with Adam Marcus. Adam Marcus is in my movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome. That's awesome. So Rick introduced me to him. He's a cool guy, and I was wearing a Friday the 13th t-shirt, which was perfect. That was really cool. And so Rick told me, he's like, hey, if you ever do another short, I'll fly out there for free. I'll come out there. And I was like, all right. So I took him up on his offer, and we filmed. That was the only sequel I ever did, The Chills Part 2. And he's good friends with Vanessa, the director of Renegade. And so they were talking, and Vanessa reached out to me and said, hey, Rick, come and work on your short. And she's like, hey, if you need another hand, I'll come out there. And I was like, really? And so like they both drove out here. And
Rick, right, very cool person too. Yeah.
And then Vanessa's fat. I love Vanessa. She's great. And they both came to Louisiana and shot The Chills too. And then we screened it at the next Renegade Festival. And she helped me like get my my Warped Witch Festival going. And like she's helped me with doing so much and like putting my films out there and stuff like that. So like going to film festivals and meeting people. I'll always tell people like it's so important. Like, even if your film's not playing at a film festival, go enjoy the movies, meet people. You're going to meet your fellow weirdos, your fellow, movie lovers. It's such a summer camp. Like, it's such a summer camp experience.
That's how I got involved in, I was at festivals as press, and for whatever reason, some people liked me. You know, I don't know why, there's something wrong with them. And then we made a short film together, and then we went on to make a feature film together. So, yeah, I agree. Film fests are great, whatever level. Even if you just want to watch movies, not just watch movies. I mean, you know what I mean. And everyone that shares the same, because you're saying about like you're there by yourself, and I've had that experience because I'm kind of an awkward guy, but at festivals, everyone is on the same level. Like you're saying, Adam Marcus, who's made, Jason Goes to Hell. All these people, but they all are there on the same level. They're all like equals when they're at the festival because everyone just shares their love of, these weird movies.
Absolutely.
So
I
don't be afraid
remember.
to go up and talk to anybody. My experience at festivals, everyone likes to talk to whoever is there.
Right now, film festivals are the most comfortable place to be for me. Like, I feel like that's one place where I can go and not feel awkward, and like I feel accepted and comfortable, and like everybody here is already friends and family, and we don't even know each other. So like
in your element, and you never knew it.
Exactly. Oh, I was like, I waited so long to get here. I don't meet people like me around here.
Tara's
not been to a film festival, but we're gonna get her together here soon.
I want to go. I just well, now you guys are really selling me. Now I really want to go.
Y'all can come to my film festival. It's small, but it's fun. And play some cool movies.
Oh, I'd love to go to your film festival. When is it?
This year it's going to be in June, during Pride month, and we'll probably have it every year around this time. So if you miss this year, there's always next year.
Oh, that sounds so fun. That's the kind of stuff.
Martini's usually hosting.
Huh?
Martini Bear is usually hosting with me.
Awesome.
So it's really fun.
Aww. I really want to go. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be a great time. I'm a big fan of festivals, and Brooke's awesome. So we will make this happen. Like I said, if not this year, definitely we'll do it at some point.
We'll come cover it without your head.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We'll come cover your festival.
Oh man, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
And I do one last thing about Renegade. They have a really cool trophy for their awards. It's pretty badass.
I got one of those for Violet Butterfield.
Oh, sweet.
For production design.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So if you've not seen it, Tara, it's an axe with a hand with red fingernails.
It's a Lizzie, is what it's called, like Lizzie Borden. Such a cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
It is very badass. So
I was sad they didn't do it this year. I was bummed. I was like, oh no, my year trip to Atlanta to Renegade, and I wanted the Cramps to play. Like, dang it. So bummed. But they're making movies. They're making movies right now. So
they didn't do They didn't do Renegade this year.
But hopefully next year, because I'm gonna miss it. I want to go.
Aw.
Yeah, our cinematographer won award at Renegade. So Sophia Cassiola has the very cool trophy. She rules.
Was that for House of Ashes?
No, but she may have won for that too. Izzy Lee's movie.
I think she did.
This was for I happen to have it right here.
Smash. Was that it?
Smash, yes.
That's it. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I didn't get to see it. I wanted to see it, but I was there for that too.
Oh well, yeah. This guy here is one of the 3 people who made this meme. Well, a huge group of people made it, but yeah, there's interviews with me on the back and the special features. So that's
Vincent,
my plug for my own movie.
Vincent, the one of the villains, Vinyl, was in House of Ashes, so he worked with Sophia as well, because he's out there in LA. He was the only one not from Louisiana that worked on Cramp. So because me and Vincent actually met working on Sam Fox's movie Fucking Nuts in New Orleans.
I love Fucking Nuts, and I love Sam Fox. She's on the show. I've been on the show many times. I don't think you met Sam Fox, Sarah. Sam's great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Fucking Nuts rules. I can't give it away, Tara, because it's a great. I know you want spoilers, but I can't spoil Fucking Nuts.
Give me spoilers.
No, not for this one. Not for this one. This one's hilarious. I did the production design for that one too. That was really fun. And that's how I met Vincent and Sam. through Joe
yeah, 'cause
Badon,
she's in that.
who did Blood of the Dinosaurs.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, another great guy. Yeah.
He's a cool dude. So I met all of them. Like I had never, like Joe just saw my work on social media, and he's like, "Hey, we're looking for somebody. I really like your work and your designs." I was like, "Hell yeah, man!" And so like I went out there and I met Joe and Sam and Vincent, and that was a fun time. That was a really fun, great movie.
Yeah, well, so the people I mentioned earlier that's like me for whatever reason, it's Sophia Cassiola and Michael Epstein, and then we started making stuff together. Larry wants to know, what is Brooke's favorite movie, like all time? Desert Island movie.
Oh, Desert Island movie. Okay,
that's different than favorite movie, I have to say, because Desert Island would be one that you could watch over and over, which might not necessarily be your favorite movie. Or they could be.
Okay, so damn it, I have to pick one.
Yeah, only one.
Okay. Damn. Okay, if I'm on Desert Island, I'm gonna have to watch 40-Year-Old Virgin again for the 50th.
Oh, wow, all right.
That's something that I just put on and laugh because it's ridiculous. It's not my favorite movie, but it's something that I'll put on and laugh my ass off.
I think Desert Island movie and favorite movie are two different things, I think.
Mm-hmm. My favorite movie is May by Lucky McKee. That's just that's like May is just like somebody, like the character and it's funny because like that's a Frankenstein movie too, because like what happens. And Violet Butterfield is kind of it's a Bride of Frankenstein kind of movie. I love Frankenstein, and May is my favorite horror movie or dark comedy is what I like. I mean, it's a horror movie too, but if I have my favorite non-horror movie, it would probably either be between Boogie Nights or this indie movie called Rid of Me, who's nobody's ever seen, but it's like that I've met. But it's such like a weird, wonderful, actually feel good kind of like a May kind of like this awkward girl. It's about this sweet awkward girl. She's married, and like her and her husband go back to Oregon, and because he loses his job or something, and you know she has to meet his like friends who are like these dude bros, frat kind of dudes, and like they're terrible wives, and like he becomes more like them, and so he kind of dumps her in a town where she doesn't know anybody, and she has to like fend for herself because she can't move back home, and it's like sad, and she goes through things, but it's really quirky and fun, and like the music is great, the editing is like it's just a wonderful indie gem by James Westby, who's also from Portland, and it's
got the guy from Everclear in it. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yes. Oh. I forgot about that. Yes, it's such a weird fucking movie. Like the first shot of that movie, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. But then I just got sucked in immediately after that, and I was like, okay, I know it's like this B indie movie, but it's like real. Like I showed it to a couple of my friends, and they're like, that was fantastic. I love that. Like I really enjoyed it. It's like an enjoyable watch, and like I could watch it anytime I'm in the mood to watch it. Anytime. Like it's just a comfort. It's like my new comfort movie. I just watched it maybe like 10 years ago for the first time, and like I'm always down to watch it. And like it was hard to find for a while. And like so I couldn't find it anywhere. It used to be on Netflix when it came out in 2011. It was on Netflix. I just randomly watched it, and then I couldn't find it again anywhere. And the only place I found it was to buy on Amazon, and so I bought it because I couldn't find it anywhere else, and I still have it. So, and I know it's out streaming now. I can't remember what platform, but like I'm pretty sure it's out now. Rid of Me by James Westby. Yeah, the guy from Everclear too.
Thank you for sharing, Brooke. I'm gonna check that movie out.
You should.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Huh?
I'm looking at Just Watch here. Where to watch? It's on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Rid of Me.
So if you have Amazon Prime, it's on there. I think that's the only place it's streaming. It looks like.
I think so.
Yeah, but I've been told that just watch like some of the like more indie streamers, like they're not on here unless you pay them. So in fact, I think Tara told me that.
I remember.
Find some really good ones on Tubi. I've been watching like some gems on Tubi that you can watch.
Yeah, I love
for free.
Tubi. As
I
my
don't care
mom
about
calls it.
commercials.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I grew up watching commercials, and my mom calls it to be or not to be. That's her big joke. But I like it.
Tubi.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think
That's
so.
actually pretty good. To be
Yeah.
or not to
She
be.
completely
I never
disagreed
thought of that. Good.
That's funny.
Thank you, Neal's mom.
I tried to get her on the show. We'll make it happen one of these days. She's a big
Oh,
horror
hell
movie
yeah.
fan.
Get mom
Yeah,
on
but-
here.
She walked out of The Bride though. She's just like, "How did you like that stupid movie?" But
Actually, because everyone hates it so much, I want to see it to see if I'll like it. You know,
I'm
I'm one
like,
of those
why?
people
Why
who
do people not like it?
I'm gonna see if I like it. You know, yeah.
Mhm.
Mom goes to see movies every weekend with her friend Linda. They've been friends forever. But anyway, so they'll pick a movie once in a while. You know, one picks one week, the other one picks a. Anyway, one week they went to see Terrifier 3, and I was like, "Mom, you don't take like a normal person to go see Terrifier 3. This is." I know she likes crazy horror movies, but you know, it's a little extreme for just like a normal human being to go see.
Go, mom.
Oh, mom.
Do you have Tara? Do you have a desert movie, a desert island movie?
Mm,
All movies to you are desert movies because you're in Arizona.
True. Yeah. Everything's a desert movie. I would say it's more like TV series.
All right,
Ooh.
that's a little cheating because it's a lot more hours, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna shock you because it is so different than any horror. But I just turn it on in the background and I just like go to sleep to it all the time for the past, I shit you not, like 16 years. I turn on Psych.
I've
I
never
don't know what
seen
that is.
Psych.
I've never
Psych
seen it
is so
either.
good.
What's Psych? I don't know what that is.
It's just about a show that's supposed to be set in Santa Barbara, but it was filmed in Vancouver. And it's like just a guy who's pretending to be a psychic detective, but it's so soothing. Like there's little horror episodes, and, like the guy's so smart and like such a little punk.
Yeah,
I just like how he's such a shit to everyone, and like I just like listen to it for 15 years, and I just like fall asleep to it. It's so dumb.
all right. Well,
Oh,
Pepe's what she likes.
I love a comfort show. I will eat up a comfort show. I'll watch it 15 times a year, and I have like 10 at least comfort shows. At least. I don't know how many.
Comfort shows are so cozy, especially when you pair it with fast food.
It's really bad for you.
Oh, it's
hell
so bad. I've been eating way too much fast food lately. I need to stop.
I've been eating too much sweet, too much any pastries. I'm a huge pastry person. Cakes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I try to eat healthy at home, which I normally do, but like when I'm at Buff, it's hard to do that. It's mostly like you getting pizza between movies. I'll
Is your weakness pizza, Neal?
Huh?
Is your weakness pizza?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no one needs to know all this, but I quit drinking 7 years ago. I got healthier. I lost 180 pounds, all stuff. But pizza is definitely the one thing that I never gave up.
And Brooke, your weakness is pastries.
Pastries.
Oh.
Yes. And, oh my gosh. I love sweet so much. It's terrible. Oh,
You know,
gosh.
I randomly today got a kit in the mail. I don't know if it was from my work or from a family member, but
You
I
got a what
randomly
in the
got
mail?
a kit in the mail from Chef Shelly. That was
Oh,
a
kit.
cinnamon roll making kit.
I thought you said a
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
I was like, what kind of mail is that?
Oh, I got a kid in the mail. Who's my kid? Give someone have to raise them. Like a cinnamon roll making
Send
kit.
it back to sender. Return to sender.
And I like have
Come
no idea
on.
who got it. I don't know
Well, I
who
like
it's from or who sent it, but just cinnamon roll making kit. And I'm like, okay.
It's better than a lot of the birthday gifts I got that I opened on the show.
Yeah, you had
Those were weird. But so where does where does Cramps go next? Where is it going?
It's going to Overlook next, and then into Brazil and Fantaspoa. And
Brazil?
not sure after that. We're still going. This is kind of the. I mean, we screened at Fantastic Fest in September, but like we started, this festival run for this year. Like just, I think that our first screening was it Boston this year? I think Boston the first. I think so. Am I tripping? I want to say Boston was the first one up this year. I could be wrong because my brain, but I want to say that it did.
Yeah, it was a great screen. Well, what was your experience like at Buff? So it was your first time in Boston.
I enjoyed it. I wish we could have stayed longer. We had a quick trip there. Wanted to at least go to the film festival, see some other films, and get at least a little bit around the city of Boston. I mean, we walked, so like in the walking vicinity, we couldn't venture out. Like we didn't have much time to do a lot. Ate at a couple restaurants, and we went to the go-tos, the Natural Museum, history of something art, that museum with the thing.
Of course. Yeah. I've probably not even been there myself, and I've lived here.
I love a museum. It was a pretty standard museum.
It's a good old-fashioned museum.
Yeah, I love it. Like I think all of us wish we had more time there, but it was a quick weekend trip. We had to get back to our normal daily reality jobs. So
I'm glad you went out at all, because sometimes people go to these things and all they see is the theater and the hotel. So yeah, I like to try to see wherever I am, a little bit of it anyway.
Me too. As much as possible. Since I haven't I just started traveling to places other than the southern states around here, trying to venture out. I didn't even have my passport yet.
Have you ever been to Arizona?
Terrible. I've never been to Arizona. I want to go west. I've never been to California. I've never been past Texas. I've been to I've not this way, like southwest. I've been to Oklahoma and Colorado, Utah, and Oregon, but I want to go like New Mexico, Arizona, California. I want to go that way. Like I would love to take a train that way too. It would be amazing. But I want to at least drive up there. That would be a trip. I'd love to get to experience all those states.
Well, if you ever come to Arizona, please let me show you the places to go.
Love that.
Because I've been local here for 20 years. I will show you the places to go. I will guide you to the restaurants. I will guide you to the places, the museums. I used to work at a museum out here. I will show you.
Oh, that sounds like a great job. I used to want to go to school for art history. I'm fascinated by people who can take any kind of antique or something like that, and they're like, oh, it's from the 1502, from the French Revolution or whatever. Like they know where it's from. They know the story. They know how much it's worth, like the history of it. I was like, I was always so fascinated by that. Like a curator, it's like in the arts, like this artist is this painting is this and that. I'm like, oh, you're so intelligent. I love it.
Very classy.
Like Antique Roadshow.
Yes, that's such a cool show.
I used to watch all the time with my that was like my grandma's favorite show.
I bet you're just a curator at heart, a director and an artist and a curator at heart. I bet if you went into that field, you'd be so good at it.
I do love doing that for when I'm making period kind of pieces, like the look of putting together this is 1960s or 1970s, not being very specific, but there are a lot of things that people have presented to me that could be part of this era, and there's no way it has to be very specifically curated, like that's why like I'm very, I guess, anal, I don't know, about the specific look of the movie and the costumes and the makeup. Like it has to be a certain way or it just won't fit. Like it's going to take you out of the world if something is too modern or doesn't fit like in this like even though it's ambiguous, like it just something's going to take you out. And like if the details aren't all there, it won't work. So like
that's probably why your films look so good. That's probably why the Cramps look so good, because of that specificity where it's like, no, it has to be. And then like I watched it and I'm like, this looks good. Like this looks like it's from that time period. Like every set, every costume, every frame, every makeup, like it looks good. You know what I mean? Like it's like a fashion film. And all the shots, obviously, you know, it's more than a fashion film. And, like it's a film, but I feel like so many people try to accomplish that and they suck at it. And I feel like you accomplished it. You know, just saying.
Yeah, and I really like the contrast because everything looks prim and proper and nice, and then there's a lot of gross things going on.
I'm so glad we got to meet you, Brooke. I really enjoyed all of this, and I really enjoy your films and all of your perspective on life and film. Just, I don't know, just I want to hear you talk. I just want to hear you talk about everything. I'm like,
that to me.
That's how we start the show. We just like, hey, we want to hear you talk. And
yeah, talk about your philosophy of life, and I'm just like, I would listen, because obviously, you know, I don't know, I think you're very brave. It's very brave to be a director and to put these films out. Like everyone's like, oh, whatever, they just did it. It's like, yeah, but how many people actually do that, like per capita? It's a very hard and brave thing to do, and so I respect you. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I hope y'all watch some more stuff and enjoy it, and I will be sure to make more as well.
Don't ever give up.
Oh no.
I love the Cramps, and I love Violet Butterfield, and it was funny that I didn't realize you had made it when I saw it. When I saw the Cramps, and I saw Violet at festivals. Maybe it was Renegade when I first saw it.
Could have
either
been
Renegade or I don't know. I go to a lot of festivals. I think it might have been Renegade though.
It definitely played at Renegade. That was a fun one. That was a fun festival that year. That's when Give Me an A was playing.
Oh yeah, so that was the year I was there.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
There was a lone guy outside protesting it. One guy.
That was awesome. I was like, hell yeah. Y'all causing a ruckus. I love it. I hope to do that one day with one of my films. I need a protest outside protesting my film. Don't watch this movie. It's simple.
That's how you know you made it. There's a protest.
That would be how I know.
I guess I give him credit. I guess I think if I went to protest and I was the only guy who showed up, I'd just go home. So I guess it was good.
I'd probably just go harder. You know, it's like I'm the only one here. I'm just gonna go crazy.
I think I'd just be embarrassed and like I think I'm going home, but it was pretty funny. All right, yeah. So yeah, it was a great time. Festivals, go and see them. And where can people follow you, Brooke, if you would like them to online?
You can follow me on Instagram, Brooke H. Cellars, or Cramps Film on Instagram, and Warped Witch Cinema. You can go see our short films on YouTube. And Violet Butterfield is on Alter. And you can follow us and see what film festivals we're in next. I would love for more people to come see the film in the theater, how it's meant to be seen. It's so much fun to watch it with an audience. And if you have any questions, feel free. I always love answering a good question.
What was your personal one again, Brooke?
The Instagram, Brooke H. Cellars. With a C. Cellars, like where you hide the dead body.
Where I am right now. Myself.
We don't have cellars or basement in that's what I found really cool about Boston. Things go down and we go up because we're all wet down here and we gotta be raised up. Is that me? I think.
Uh-oh.
Blind.
What did you do? Block her by mistake?
No, it's definitely her. I definitely followed
Okay,
her.
all right.
I didn't do anything yet.
Don't
Wait.
block me, Brooke. I mean no harm, I promise.
Well, you're always welcome back on too if you'd like. If you have something out or you want to, we do theme shows about other topics. If you ever want to join in, and
Oh,
you're a
yeah,
great guest.
I'm always open for that, and I can't wait to see y'all talk to Martini. Oh, I'm so
Yes.
looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to this too. I'm gonna set it up. We'll figure out when, and yeah, we'll set that up soon.
Cool.
That'll be fun.
Oh, I can't wait. Thank y'all
All
so much for this. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
love
It's great.
talking to y'all. Thank you.
You're lovely, Brooke. Thank you so much for talking. I am
For
like,
sure.
my only regret is I wish we could talk in person so I could like force you to be my friend.
One day we will. I will meet y'all in person. It's going to happen. I'm manifesting that.
All right, I like this.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm just like,
Deal.
from Louisiana, I want you to be my friend.
Hell yeah. In
You know
Arizona,
what?
I'm coming to Arizona.
Come to Arizona, I'll show you the way.
The band that does our theme song, the Tuma Nick Cage, they're from Louisiana, so they'll be playing us out.
Oh,
That's awesome.
A great indie band in Louisiana. So anyone would go and check them out too. They're amazing. All right. And yeah, and this is a real song that they created and they sing and they made for us. It's not AI. It's a real song.
Fucking AI.
Yeah. All right. See ya. Thank you.
bye, Brooke.
Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
so
Thanks, guys.
much.
Appreciate it.
Good night.